Hey everyone, welcome back to my channel. Today I have for you a Bengali fish dish. Very different but super easy. Let's go. First, you're going to need quite a few potatoes because it is a potato and tomato curry with fish. So have about 5 to 6 potatoes, wash them up really well and chop them into 4 pieces like it is being done here. Grab a strainer and put the potatoes into the strainer. Wash them up with cold and warm water. Just shake them about, just make sure all that starch and excess water has been taken out. Next, get 3 or 4 cloves of garlic and dice them up nice and well. You're also going to need about half an onion, so dice the onion up as well. Next, what you need to do is blend all of this together. So put your onions and your garlic in some sort of an attachment to your blender or in any sort of cup. It's essential to blend this up, so you can put it in the blender itself, or if you have a smaller attachment, then you can put in the attachment and blend it up. Make sure you have water at the bottom and the pieces are not too big, so you can easily make a thick paste. Blend up your mixture until it's in a nice thick consistency. Make sure it's not too thick, just a little runny, but you can tell it's an onion paste. After that, get 2, 3 or 4 tomatoes depending on how much you want to add, and just cut the tomatoes up like it has been done here. Get 2 green chilies as well. Cut the end off and cut the bottom off and slice it right down the middle. Next, get your fish that you have cut up and just keep washing it in a mixture of warm water to cold water to making sure you've got rid of all that fish smell. Keep draining the fish just so you're not having excess fish water lying around absorbing that smell back up. Now get approximately a teaspoon of turmeric powder and a teaspoon of salt. Put it into the fish and just keep mixing it in like this. What this will do is take out all of that slimy inside of the fish, and it will allow the fish to have a deeper clean. Keep mixing it in until you can feel the fish going back to being slimy, and that will mean that the excess slime inside of the fish has now come out. You need to make sure it comes out so the fish is nice and clean. This also eliminates a lot of smell because you're adding in turmeric and you're also adding in salt, which acts as a cleaning agent sort of for the fish itself. Drain it all out and wash again a few times, just rinsing out all of the salt and the colour from the ingredients that you've put in. After you've rinsed your fish, put in 1 tablespoon of turmeric powder and 1.5 tablespoons of salt, or it depends on your taste. Mix it into the fish well, like it's been done here, and just leave the fish to marinate for a bit. About 5 minutes. After that, get a pan, pour in some sunflower oil or an oil of your choice and place your fish in. Make sure the oil is quite warm before you do this, because it will allow the fish to cook up better. Drop your fish into the oil and just let it fry up for a little while. Make sure you keep flipping the fish because we don't really want it to be too crispy. Just a little fry so there is more tender flavour inside. Afterwards, get a cooking pot and pour some sunflower or olive oil inside of it. We used olive oil just because it's healthier. Don't put too much in, just put enough in so that when you add the onion mixture in, it doesn't burn up or dry up. Next, add in your onion and garlic paste that you had blended up and mix it into the oil whilst it's on a medium to low heat, just so that the onion can cook with the garlic inside the oil. Add in your chilies that you had sliced up earlier and just mix them in. We changed which hob we wanted it on. We just took it to the middle because there's a higher and stronger flame. Add in some mustard oil, not too much, just a very little bit, and just mix that in to the onion and garlic mix. Still keep the flame on a medium heat, not too high because we don't want the onions to burn. Once there has been a separation between the onion and the oil, add in about 1.5 tablespoons of turmeric powder and mix that in. You can add water where it's necessary, just add a little bit of water in just to make the consistency a little more runnier and so that your onions do not burn. Add in about 1.5 tablespoons of red chili powder and mix that in also. If you don't like too much spice, don't add that much, or you could use milder spices. After you've mixed that in, add in about 2.5 tablespoons of coriander powder and mix that into the mixture as well. Don't overmix, just let it cook and let the spices get absorbed in, and add in about half a tablespoon of garam masala because it will bring everything together. Add in your salt just to your liking. We put about approximately 2 tablespoons in and just mix it in on a medium heat. Again, add some water if you need to, just so that your onions don't burn, and make sure you mix in all the spices together. Let the mixture sit for a bit on a medium heat and grab your potatoes. Rinse your potatoes from the water that you put them in and drop them right into the mixture. Make sure you're not adding all the water from it because you don't want your mixture to be too runny, otherwise the flavours will be lost. Put in your tomatoes as well and just let it mix up. Stir everything together on a medium heat, and if you feel like your mixture is too dry, add in a little bit of water and let it cook up. Place your lid on top and let everything come to a nice soft simmer for about 10 minutes. After you let your potatoes and tomatoes cook on a medium heat, it's time to add the fish in. So one by one, pick up each fish individually and place them in. At this point, the fish is quite delicate, so that is why you don't really want to pour the fish right in. It's easier and it is actually a safer way to keep the fish intact if you're placing them into the curry one by one. At the end, if you so wish to do so, just pour in the last remaining 3 or 4 fishes. It won't be as big of a problem, but with a lot of fish, it's easier to just put it in one by one. Next, just adjust your fish so that it is getting absorbed into the curry and move it around so there is enough space. Add in some more salt over the fish so that there is enough flavour inside of the fish whilst it cooks, and place your lid back on. After about 10 minutes of cooking time, take your lid off and add in your water. It doesn't really have to be a specific temperature, just add in any water because curry is on a boil anyways. Don't add too much, just add enough to submerge the fish and just leave it to boil again. Now add in about 2 to 2.5 tablespoons of coriander powder just on top of the water. This is just going to help enhance the flavours more as the curry is boiling. Place your lid back on and wait for it to cook. You should have let your fish cook for about half an hour and just let it simmer up until it is nice and cooked all the way through. About 45 minutes more on a low heat. To finish off, garnish your curry with some freshly chopped parsley or coriander. Either will do. And just let it cook up again for another, say, 20 minutes on a low heat. After that, take it off the heat and let it cool down just before you serve it, and serve it in any type of dish you want. But there you have it, a nice Bengali fish curry with tomatoes and potatoes. It's nice and spicy, it's quick and easy to make, and it's not really expensive either, it's really affordable. I really hope you enjoyed this tutorial. Koi mas is a type of fish which is adored by a lot of Bengali people, and it is a very delicious dish. Thank you so much for watching. Subscribe and share and follow me for more recipes. See you all in the next video. Bye!